So I've given you all this information about choosing the right person, but I haven't told you how to then hire, instruct in the legal world that person. So we use the word instruct, which people hear, but they don't know what that means. But all it means is you're hiring a lawyer, and instruct means you are giving them instructions to act, to do things on your behalf. That is it. Do not worry about the legal language. So what do you do once you've had your free advice sessions, guidance sessions, you know the person you like, or you've had a recommendation or whatever? You need to then find out, how do you actually instruct this person? Now, if they're a direct access barrister, that means you should be able to directly go to them. However, let me just explain one thing. If you're directly accessible, it doesn't necessarily mean you are actually directly accessible. You may, in other words, come across a person in the middle who will arrange that direct access for you, such as a secretary, a clerk, or somebody in an office who actually is employed to look after that person's affairs. Some don't. You can simply find their number online and you can give them a call. So in the past, I've had that option where people have simply just picked up the phone. They found my number on a legal website and they've contacted me. But as the traffic has increased, I've had to put measures in place where I've had to control the inquiries that come in. But what I'm trying to say to you is that you can instruct somebody simply by picking up the phone and asking them, or their clerk or their secretary or whoever it is, what are the legal fees for this person. Now, if I just explain a little bit about instructing that person, what I must say is that sometimes getting the right quote can be a little bit time consuming. So that is why you need to be sure on what the advice is you want. So what the question you should be asking is, what are the fees to have a conference or representation? So if you want a 7-day hearing, for example, if you've got a tribunal case that's coming up and it's for 7 days in court, the question you should be asking the clerk of this barrister would be, what are they likely to charge for a 7-day hearing in an employment tribunal which has got 4,000 documents to read? That will always give the barrister, such as myself, an indication of how much preparation time I would need to spend. So for example, for a 7-day hearing, I would come back through my offices and say, I think I need to spend probably double the time, if not a little bit more, to prepare the case. So you're looking at least 14 to 15 working days, which is actually 3 weeks if you look at it on a working day annual. What I'm getting at is, once you've sourced your lawyer that you want, find out what their fees are. I will cover costs in a separate discussion. So it's as simple as picking up the phone or emailing. In this day and age, emailing, no sending telegrams. We don't have those anymore. Well, we do maybe, but you can actually contact me by email or WhatsApp. Nowadays, I think some people operate their services by WhatsApp. You can make inquiries and just text messages sometimes, but I think if you want a quote, you're always best off email. Emailing is always the best way. Simply send an email, just say, I would be interested in instructing you for whatever it is you want to instruct them for. I have this amount of paperwork. Always explain how much paperwork you have. This is one of my pet dislikes when I get inquiries. People never tell me, well, that's a lie, sorry. People don't always tell me how much paperwork they have. And that process of trying to narrow down how much documentation I'm supposed to read can take some time. Just make it easy. Just get your quote easy. Listen, the easier you start off this relationship with your direct access barrister, the better that relationship will be. If you make it difficult for them at the start, then there's always going to be a bit of difficulty in the communication. As you can tell, I'm very conversant. I like talking, but I need the other person, the client, to also be equally as transparent. So just be open and transparent with your barrister. That is episode 6. Thank you for listening. So now I will say goodbye to you. Don't be sad, because I will be back with more. And the next episode entails conduct of litigation, which some of you might think, what does that mean? Come and find out. See you.